Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Exponential. My name is R Square. Happy Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas. It's cold. Not really. It's not that cold where I am. It's cold in Baltimore. In Baltimore, Maryland, it's freezing. So I'm all bundled up for the cold weather there. We have a decent Sunday night football game and a Christmas special. Absolutely have an absolutely wonderful rest of your night. Thank you for being so supportive of the channel. Have a great night. Yeah, so we got Ravens, Patriots. The Ravens need a win, otherwise they are eliminated from the playoffs. Why? Because the Pittsburgh Steelers just came off a crazy win over the Detroit Lions just a few moments ago. We got full updates on the rest of the NFL's goings, along with college football playoff final scores and recap from there, and then previewing next week's NFL games, along with some other stuff. And we're excited for that. Having a good time here tonight in Baltimore. The Ravens, they're wearing black on purple, black helmets, black jerseys, and purple pants. While the Patriots are going all white with a silver helmet, but not their rivalry uniforms, so they don't look bleached, thankfully. And yeah, we got a fun one. Sunday Night Football. The goal for the night is see how long I can stay in this jacket before overheating. So yeah, we're going for that. I know it's cold, but it's not that cold. Not where I'm at. It's pretty cold in Baltimore. It is dare I say, balmy 38 degrees in Baltimore, Maryland. You got hiding under there. I just got Christmas colors. I'm feeling Christmassy. It's all cold on Christmas. But it's cold, 38 degrees in Baltimore. We don't got snow. We got, I believe, fairly clear weather over in Baltimore. Good football weather, of course, freezing cold. Little fun stat for you. The Baltimore Ravens under Lamar Jackson are a ridiculous 16-0 in the final 3 weeks of the season. That's insane. Since Lamar Jackson has started playing, he has not lost in the final 3 weeks of the season. But the Patriots, they got a streak to snap here today, because this Patriots team have been on fire all year long, and part of that has been because of head coach Mike Vrabel, who, in my opinion, was the greatest hire, period, this offseason. Him and Liam Cohen at the top there. Those are the two I had pegged going into the year, so super proud of those guys, making me look amazing. Absolutely respect those guys for that. I always thought Mike Vrabel should have never gotten fired from Tennessee. Turns out Tennessee's still feeling the aftershock of that, while New England is on a new high with quarterback Drake May. And, of course, the new regime, running back Travion Henderson. Some interesting wide receivers. And, hey, Drake May's getting it done, even if he doesn't have the ideal receiving unit. And this Patriots defense has just been phenomenal all season long. They've today. They're without linebacker Robert Spillane, which is a big leader on that Patriots defense, but they are getting back a big member of defensive lineman Eric Gregory, so he might help stop the run with Derrick Henry, plowing the way through for the Ravens. This Patriots team is ranked in the top 10 of almost every statistical category, while the Ravens have been pretty bad. They've ranked anywhere from 20 to 23-ish in the NFL in pretty much every stat, which has just been brutal for the Ravens this season, especially for a fan base that's just so used to overwhelming success since Lamar Jackson's taken over. It's just not been a good look this season for the Ravens. They are coming off a big win last week against Cincinnati, but prior to that, they lost 2 straight against Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. And that Pittsburgh game's hanging over their head a bit, because if Baltimore loses today, they're 7-8, while Pittsburgh sits at 9-6. So if that goes there, 7-8, 9-6, the math doesn't quite work out. That means, I guess there's a chance that if I do the math again, I guess there is a chance that Baltimore wins. I'll pull up the playoff machine and give the exact numbers, but it's tight. I'm not quite sure. I'm just gonna do one. Yes. So if we do over here, we go, Steelers win, and we say Patriots win, and then whatever. And we come over here and go with, say Ravens win and Steelers lose to the Browns, which probably isn't happening. Then we go over to week 18 and we say Ravens win. Yeah. So if the Ravens win out, they're in. Like they can do it. It's doable. They just have to beat Pittsburgh in the final week. But this game certainly doesn't help them too much, especially considering Pittsburgh has Cleveland. Because here's the deal: Pittsburgh beats Cleveland. It doesn't really matter whether Baltimore beats Pittsburgh or doesn't beat Pittsburgh. But if they manage to win today against New England, then they would. So this is a big game for them. If they can beat New England here tonight, then Pittsburgh doesn't matter what they do against Cleveland. It all comes down to that final matchup between themselves and Pittsburgh. So this is huge. This is the playoffs on the line for Baltimore because how much do we really trust Cleveland to be able to beat Pittsburgh next week? I certainly don't. I think it's just better if Baltimore goes into week 17 with a clean slate. They got the Packers next week on Saturday, which is definitely not the easiest matchup, but you got to take it 1 week at a time if you're the Baltimore Ravens. Got to find a way to claw your way back down over here because here's the deal. If they lose over to Green Bay, yeah, they're not going to recover from that one, even if they beat Pittsburgh and New England. They have to win out. I'm telling you. If they don't win this one, they're not out of it, but they are pretty close. So Baltimore, they need a win here tonight against New England. What's at stake for the Patriots? Well, I'm glad you asked. They have a three-way tie at the top of the AFC. Well, not an exact tie, but it could be very close to. The Broncos are at 12-3, the Patriots are at 11-3, and the Jaguars are at 11-4. You know, on the outside looking in, there's the Chargers, the Bills, and the Texans. The Texans and Bills and Chargers are all within one game of their division leaders. They can all still take each of their respective seeds away from them, depending on how the games go. So as the day goes on, I'll do more playoff machine, and we'll figure out exactly what needs to happen when for each of those teams to make the playoffs in the AFC. And if we have time, we'll do NFC as well. It's getting really warm. And we're about to get underway in what could be a very warm offensive game, nice and toasty. We're getting some early special teams miscues because the ball is not on the tee and it's struggling. But it's fine. They'll get it over with. It's Andres Borregales who will be kicking off to start. He changed his name to Andy, which is just so much less Spanish. Like it's Andy Borregales. It's just not as good. Just change it back. Like represent. You went to the University of Miami. It's weird doing that in this clothing because it's never cold in Miami. Except right now when it's 74, which is freezing for Miami. And the first kickoff from Borregales is going to go out the back of the end zone, and we'll be taking a knee there. So we will first be seeing Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, fullback Patrick Ricard, can't forget him, wide receiver Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman, tight ends Mark Andrews, and Ronnie Stanley on left tackle, Andrew Voorhees left guard, center Tyler Linderbaum, Daniel Falele at right guard, Roger Rosengarten at right tackle. I will say Roger Rosengarten sounds like a character from Mary Poppins. But, yeah. I actually didn't know his name was Roger before that. I'm also pretty sure Falele is not the way you say it, so I'm just going to call him Falalala for the rest of the day because it's Christmas. Lamar Jackson's going to drop back to pass early, and he throws relatively deep. He's got Zay Flowers here in a solid gain of 19 to start this game off for Baltimore. So an aggressive start so far for this play calling. The Ravens play caller is Todd Monken. He's their offensive coordinator. People were thinking he was going to get a head coaching job if they maintained the success they had last year this year. And it just hasn't been there. Nothing's clicked for Baltimore. They've been decimated by injuries all season long, and it's put them behind the curve a bit. And since Jackson came back from injury, he's just been a little off his game. We're going to see if that changes today. It looked good on that opening pass. Zay Flowers in motion here. And it's going to be a handoff to Derrick Henry, and Henry is going to go ahead for about a gain of 3. That was Jack Gibbons on the tackle. Lamar Jackson through week 15, he's only got 30 rush yards per game, which is a career low for him. Only a 64% completion percentage and 201 pass yards per game. Nothing popping off the stat sheet there. And this one's a handoff to Henry, and Henry's trying to make some men miss, and he's going to get about 4 yards. Bring up 3rd and short now for Baltimore. Baltimore, this run on offense, it's just not what it was last year. Last year, they were the most explosive offense, the best offense in the league, period. And it's just not quite been there for Baltimore this season. They rank 21st in total offense, which is just a massive step backward from last season, to the point where you're wondering, people have actually wondered, is John Harbaugh going to get fired? There's no chance, but it's crazy that people are even wondering it. Hill's in motion. He's going to go into the slot. Jackson to throw. He's under pressure. He can make it happen with his legs. He's rolling left. He's going to throw, and he's got Zay Flowers. And a great play for Baltimore to keep the drive alive. It's a laser to Zay Flowers. That was an 18-yard passing catch there. And you see Lamar, he can just make things happen with his legs. It's something we haven't seen a lot this year, but in past years we see all the time. He dodges defenders and then sets himself. Beautiful pass, by the way. Then Zay Flowers catching it in the traffic, taking the hit, and moving on. I mean, perfect throw. That's about as good as it gets. And then a very cool close there by Zay Flowers. I mean, he just popped right back up. 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. Play clock's at 3. It's going to be a handoff to Derrick Henry. Henry's on the breakaway. Touchdown, Baltimore. The King is back. Touchdown, Baltimore, to get the game started. That was a 21-yard rush for Derrick Henry. And we're seeing some early, old Tennessee matchup here. Derrick Henry against Mike Vrabel. Vrabel saw plenty of this in his Tennessee tenure. And Henry's making him see nightmares of it here. As you see, he's great blocking. 77 there. I'll try and get you on in there. I think that's fa la 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 la. It is fa la 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 la. And a great play there by Mr. Christmas on the offensive line. And the extra point from Tyler Loop is good, only barely. 7-0. Ravens in the lead. King Henry's taking his Christmas crown, leading the way by his reindeer saying, fa la 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 lay. And a 21-yard touchdown to get things started. Hey, 7-0. Good opening drive for Baltimore. That's about as much as you could ask for if you're John Harbaugh and Todd Monken's offense. Lamar was perfect, 2 for 2, 37 yards, and some great improvisation. Derrick Henry, 3 carries, 28 yards, and a touchdown. It's about as efficient of offense as it gets, very well-rounded. This could be one of the better offensive games we see this week. And we had Seattle, Los Angeles earlier in the week, and that was entertaining, to say the least. That was the game of the year so far. Truly the game of the year. That was phenomenal. And we've seen some other just insane games. We saw the referees admit that Jared Goff scored a touchdown, but then still just went, no, actually, we're going to take that away. You lost the game. Don't worry, Ford Field. He did score. But we're just going to dangle that in front of you and then take it away. So we've had some thrilling finishes. I mean, Washington took Philadelphia pretty much to the end without Marcus Mariota for the majority of the game because of a hand injury. And, of course, without Jaden Daniels as well. So Josh Johnson almost led Washington to a massive upset. We saw a thrilling overtime game between the Packers and the Bears where, Jordan Love got injured, Malik Willis got injured, and the Packers just kind of laid an egg late in the game. I'm not quite certain what happened. I wasn't watching the game, but from what I can see, Green Bay just kind of shut down. Like, they were doing very well leading up to the fourth quarter. And then in the fourth quarter, Chicago had 3 points going into the fourth quarter of the game. And then they ripped off 13. Yeah, and Green Bay only had 3 to answer. And then in the end, there was the fumble. And then the Chicago recovery leading to a perfect throw from Caleb Williams to DJ Moore, which ended in a 22-16 overtime victory for Chicago there on Saturday Night Football. This is a big jacket. 2009, the AFC wildcard, the Baltimore Ravens defeated the New England Patriots. And then in the 2011 AFC Championship, similar, 2012 AFC Championship, the Ravens beat the Patriots. Flacco goes to the Super Bowl. 2014 Divisional, Patriots take that one. These two teams, they're there have been etched in stone in the history of AFC races, be it Flacco and Brady or what we see here today, which could be something we see many more times in the future, which is Lamar Jackson and Drake May. And this one's going to be returnable for the first time. And it's going to be a good return. And he's still on his feet. He's going to be finally taken down at, I think, about the 35, 40-yard line. Let's take a look at this Patriots offense. We got Drake May, running back Travion Henderson, wide receivers Stephon Diggs, Kayshon Boutte, wide receiver Demario Douglas, tight end Hunter Henry, left tackle Vidarian Lowe, left guard Jared Wilson, center Garrett Bradbury, right guard Mike Onwenu, and right tackle Morgan Moses. The Patriots are 7th in the NFL in points per game with 27.3, which means the Ravens need to get 28. No, I'm just kidding. That's not what that means. Quick throw underneath to Mac Hollins. They're going to get a solid 7 yards. By the way, Mac Hollins used to be a Dolphin. I mean, I'm telling you, I got to make that video where I just take former Dolphins players from other teams and make like the ultimate Super Bowl team. Drake May through week 15, he's got a 71% completion percentage, which is the highest in the NFL. I mean, he's been about as good as a quarterback can get, and many people have been throwing him into the MVP race just because he's been that good. 2nd and 3. Got a little quad eye formation here. And it's going to be a handoff to Henderson. Henderson puts his shoulder down a little, so that's Ramondre Stevenson. And Stevenson's going to get about 6 yards. I'm not a fan of Ramondre Stevenson. He's so turnover prone. I'm honestly quite surprised that they continue to hand the ball off to him. This is going to get warm fast. It already is. Gotta turn the air down. 1st and 10 now for New England from their own 49-yard line. May to throw. Drake May looks deep. He's going to throw deep, and he delivers, and it's a first down to Stephon Diggs. And a great start to this game for the New England offense as well. And a great throw there by Drake May. He high points it. He pretty much makes this throw so that his wide receiver is the only one who can catch this. You see, he waits. He was very patient on this play, and he just drops one right in there. I mean, sure, his receiver takes a hit from Alohi Gilman, the former Chargers, traded here midseason. But Diggs, what a catch. He's still one of the better wide receivers in the league, and he's been Drake May's guy all year long. And it looks like they might pull him from the game here. Stephon Diggs in 2025, he's only got 52.2 receiving yards per game, which is the lowest in his career. But that doesn't mean he hasn't made just a massive difference in this offense. I mean, he truly is just a safety blanket for Drake May. He's very reliable, and while May can get the ball to other people, he's still playing very well as a receiver. So Stephon Diggs popped out his shoulder a bit there, so they pull him from the game. And they're going to work on him on the sideline. Keep you updated there. Fewest in a 3-game span since his rookie season, he had 25, 26, and 26 in the last 3 games, which isn't his best. We got a bit of Wildcat, Ramondre Stevenson. Oh, it's a trick play. Oh no, he kept it himself. It was a trick play of a trick play. And Stevenson did end up taking it to about a 7-yard gain, 2nd and 3. Ramondre Stevenson hits him with a little trick play. Henderson came on in the end around, and he just decides to tuck it himself. I love a good Wildcat. Credit to Josh McDaniels. Wildcats are the best. It's too bad they only mostly work in Madden. 9:40 to go here in the first quarter. Both offenses off to a fast start. Patriots now entering the red area. 2nd and 3. May under center. And it's going to be another run. This time it's Travion Henderson. And Henderson is going to bring up 3rd and 1 for about a 3-yard run. Kyle Hamilton is back in this game for Baltimore after he was questionable this week. And he was in on the tackle there. This is a similar formation to what we saw in the first play. And yeah, I don't know who that was. Was that Munford? Munford Jr. He pancaked the guy. So I noticed him. Yeah, Thayer Munford Jr. First name Thayer. That is a good name. 3rd and 1. Play clock set 3. 8:50 to go here in the first quarter. Ravens showing pressure. They ran out of time. Crowd noise getting to them a bit. So New England is going to call their first timeout with 8:46 to go in the first quarter. That's not ideal for New England. Didn't want to call your timeout there. But they do want to keep this momentum going. Let's take a look at this Ravens defense. I missed the first one, so I'm just going to do it myself. But yeah, defensive end, Travis Jones and Brent Urban. Nose tackle, John Jenkins. Linebackers, Kyle Van Noy, Roquan Smith, Trenton Simpson, and Draymond Jones. Cornerbacks, Nate Wiggins, TJ Tampa, taking the place of the injured Chidobe Awuzie. Nickelback, Marlon Humphrey. And safeties, Kyle Hamilton and Alohi Gilman. With Malachi Starks also playing an increased role. 3rd and 1, I formation here for New England. Ravens stuffing the line. It's a play action, and May's going to throw it. Through the hands of Hunter Henry. He almost had the touchdown there, but it's going to bring up 4th and 1 and solid defense from the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. Wow. The former New England Patriot, Kyle Van Noy there. As you see, he's on Henry, and originally it's a blocking assignment, and he just stays with him there. Excuse me, man. He stays with him, and then Van Noy breaks up the pass. Credit to Kyle Van Noy. They're going for it on 4th and 1. May's going to take it himself, and he is going to get it with ease. First down, New England, on a little quarterback sneak underneath. As you see, May waits. This is, again, part of the patience of his game. He just waits for the opening. He didn't just immediately shove his way through. It wasn't a tush push exactly. It was more of a patient tush push. Except there was no one pushing his tush. It was just a patient push, really. Because he just waits for the opening and then slides in. And he's got enough size on him to be able to get 1 yard easily. And it's a little shovel to Henderson, who's going to try and get the edge, but instead he's going to get the floor. And Trenton Simpson, makes a great play there to bring him down in the open field. It's going to be a loss of 3, 2nd and 13 coming up. Trenton Simpson, he reads this one like a book. You see, he never fell for the option, and he gets blocked, and then he just makes a great play to make the tackle there. Henderson almost couldn't reel in the pitch from May. And he's taken down by Simpson. Great job there by Trenton Simpson, keeping the Patriots behind the sticks a bit here early. 2nd and 13. May's under pressure. He's going to roll to his right. Drake May's got the option to throw. He's just going to duck out of bounds. Get back to the line of scrimmage. They're actually going to dock him a yard. So 3rd and 14. Trenton Simpson's going to get credit for the sack here. 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Pretty offensive start to this game for this Ravens Patriots. About what we wanted to see. Not what I exactly expected to see, but definitely looking forward to the next Ravens possession. 3rd and 14 now for New England. They're killing the play. Blitz coming. They back out. Only rush 3, and it works like a charm. And he steps out of it and throws an interception. And Drake May turns the ball over to Marlon Humphrey. And that was a genius defensive scheme by Zachary Orr and this Baltimore Ravens defense. I mean, he forced Drake May to kill the play in the first seconds because it looks like he's bringing the house. And then they only bring 3. It's not the 3 they were expecting. And he's basically got 2 free rushers, has to step up. And Humphreys is the only one who ever gets a chance at it. Yeah, I mean, that was a great defensive scheme from Baltimore, the kind you dream about. So Baltimore is pinned deep, but they kept New England out of the end zone, which is pretty impressive all on its own. 7-0 Ravens, and they have the ball. When we come back, good defensive scheme there. I enjoyed watching that thoroughly. Oops, sorry. So it's a little hard to move in this thing. You're welcome to place bets on how long I'm going to keep wearing this. I really have no idea. I'm not like super warm yet. So other action around the NFL. The Raiders gave the Texans quite a fright, but Houston held on barely. Ashton Genty had a massive game, but ultimately Houston did pull away with some decent play. Not really, but they were still just the better team. Atlanta, fueled by their superstars, Bijan Robinson and Kyle Pitts, managed to stave off the Arizona Cardinals 26-19. Other places, we had probably the game of the week on paper on Sunday, game of the day, because Rams Seahawks was the game of the week. We had Jaguars Broncos potentially deciding the top seed in the AFC. And yeah, I mean, the Jaguars put on a great show, probably surprised a lot of people. They managed to drop 34 points on the Denver Broncos, and it truly seems like this Jacksonville team has figured out their identity under new coach Liam Cohen. The Jaguars have only had a few bad losses this year. Houston's loss was pretty bad. I give them that one. They didn't play well against Houston. They didn't, but the thing is, you look at the teams they've lost to. The only team with a below 500 record that they've lost to so far this year is Cincinnati, and it was a Cincinnati that was 2-0 at the time. Like they were fresh off of week 1. They came in, they were playing well, and they smoked them. Yeah, I mean, well, they didn't smoke. It was a 4-point game, but it was a perfectly fine game. And then since then, the Jags have lost to the Texans, and then the two top NFC teams, the Seahawks and the Rams. So it hasn't been bad by any means for Jacksonville. They've put on quite a good season for themselves, and they're continuing to do so with a win against Denver. Here comes Baltimore as they try to get out of their own end zone area. They hand it off to Derrick Henry, who's going to get about 5 yards. Let's take a look at this New England Patriots defense. On the defensive ends, we have Christian Barmore and Corey Durden. Nose tackle, Kyrie's Tonga. Linebackers, Harold Landry III, Jack Gibbons, Christian Ellis, and Kayvon Chasson. Quick little play here. It's a shovel over to Derrick Henry, and Henry's going to reach for the first down. He's got 6 and a first down, 1st and 10. Cornerbacks, Carlton Davis III and Christian Gonzalez. Nickelback, Marcus Jones. And safeties, Jalen Hawkins and Craig Woodson. Most rushing touchdowns of 20-plus yards. Derrick Henry is up to 3rd on the all-time list. In case he gets 7 today, we will keep you updated on that. Otherwise, we won't mention it again because it's not relevant. 1st and 10. From their own 15, it's going to be an option. He's going to hand it off to the edge to Keaton Mitchell, and Keaton Mitchell's going to get 5 yards, 2nd and 5. Hey, frankly, if you run the ball 5 yards every play, that's how you win a game. Just run the ball 5 yards, 5 yards, 5 yards. Just every single down. Guess what? You're going to get a first down twice. Most runs this season reaching 20-plus miles per hour. Keaton Mitchell has 6, the same amount as Jamari Gibbs and, of course, Jonathan Taylor, but he's done it in only 39 carries, while the other two have had well above 200. 2nd and 5 for Baltimore. Bateman's in motion. Hand off Keaton Mitchell. Mitchell's got 3 yards. It's going to be 3rd and short for Baltimore. I got weird humming. 3rd and 2. Todd Monken, Ravens offensive coordinator in his 3rd season. He took over for the fired Greg Roman, who's making his name at somehow more successful franchise at the moment, the Los Angeles Chargers, who are currently in the playoff picture. Hand off Keaton Mitchell. And Mitchell, with a nice push, is going to get the first down on forward progress. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 25. Again, Baltimore's moving the ball brilliantly right now. It's just 5 yards, 3 yards, 3 yards. That's fine. As long as you're running the ball at a 3-yard or more clip, you're going to get the first down every time, which is something that people know, but at the same time, they don't pay attention to it. That if you're running the football efficiently enough to get 3 yards of play, you're going to win the game just by doing that every single play, as long as you're consistent there. But it's incredibly difficult. It's a quick throw over the middle to Zay Flowers, who's going to get the first down, 13 yards. And a good throw there by Lamar Jackson. He rips it. That's the third time we've seen just an absolute laser from Lamar Jackson to Zay Flowers. See, it's just an in-breaking crosser route here, and it's just a drill. Yeah, throw. It's low, but otherwise it was dead on. 1st and 10 from their own 39. Flowers, 3 receptions, 51 yards. All of them dots from Lamar Jackson. Play action. Lamar's rolling to his right. He's looking deep. He's going to go underneath, but he's got Mark Andrews for a big gain. He's going to get 17 and a first down. And Baltimore doesn't even want just 3 yards of play. They want 20. And the Ravens are moving here with 2.5 to go in the first quarter. Now look at Lamar. He just stops and crosses the field. He gets everyone looking. This is brilliant quarterback play, and what a strong arm. We're starting to see some vintage Lamar Jackson throws here early on. I guess these last 3 weeks of the season really are his. 1st and 10. Ravens fans on their feet. He's warming up in the chilly Baltimore for a TV timeout. I wonder, can I put this hood on over the headphones? I don't think I can. I think they're too big of headphones. Wonder if I unzip just a little. Then does it work? Oh, it does. Look at that. Now it could be even warmer. Even warmer now. Yeah, Merry Christmas. It's too cold. Let's go back to around the NFL. We just had Jaguars-Broncos. Jaguars look mighty impressive there. Meanwhile, the NFL's weirdest team took on perhaps the NFL's most slumping team as the Panthers managed to defeat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 23-20, and the Bucs are losers of 6 of their last 7, which is insane, really. Based on the start of the season they were unstoppable. And now they were not only the downfall of themselves, but they were also the downfall of my fantasy team. Yay. And the Carolina Panthers, they're just such an anomaly. They're 8-7, but they're a weird 8-7. They've beaten all of the good teams and lost to all the bad ones. You look at it yes, we've beaten the Buccaneers, we've beaten the Falcons, we've beaten the Cowboys. You look at that, they've beaten the Packers. They've beaten a lot of good teams. They've beaten the Falcons. Sorry, they beat the Rams. But then they've lost to the Saints twice. The 49ers, who I don't consider a good team, by the way. They're just an team. They're not interesting to watch. They have lost to the Bills, which is fine. They only won by 7 against the Jets. Barely beat the Cowboys. Barely beat the Dolphins. Got demolished by the Patriots. Lost to the Cardinals. Lost to the Jaguars. They've just been weird. I have absolutely no idea what to think about this Carolina team, other than the fact that they're probably going to make the playoffs. The thing is, it's going to come down to their final meeting. Why? Because the Panthers have the Seahawks next week, while Tampa Bay gets a little vacation down to southern Florida. Or I think it's a home game, actually, but either way, they're staying in Florida, and they get to take on the 32nd NFL team and get to absolutely demolish the Miami Dolphins. It's going to happen. So, yeah. Now, there's Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth in a very cool studio, but debatably mine's cooler because I'm wearing warmer clothing than they are, probably. I don't know. They're in actual cold weather, so. Actually, I think the temperature where I am is actually pretty similar to where they are. It's more or less. It's like there's like a 10-degree difference. I was wrong. It was about the same temperature there here like a little while ago, like a week ago or so. 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. It is 2nd and 4 for Baltimore. Hand off to Derrick Henry. Henry's going to plow ahead. He's a fumble. The ball's out. And New England's going to hop on top of it. And a turnover. And this is the third time Derrick Henry has fumbled on games that I've commentated on this year. What is going on with King Henry? And now a turnover for both teams stall both of their opening drives, or their second drives, I should say. And, oh, look at that hit. Oh, that was Hawkins, Jalen Hawkins, the safety, and Carlton Davis as well. Get some credit there, but mostly Hawkins with the punch. Boom. And a clean punch out there. Recovery made by Craig Woodson. So the Patriots defense get things done here in Baltimore as they stop Lamar Jackson from continuing any further on his march down the field. 1:43 to go in the first quarter. 1st and 10 from their own 32-yard line is New England, trying to tie this game up at 7. 1st and 10. May throws towards the sideline, and that's going to be Hollins, who's going to get 4 yards, 3 yards, 2nd and 7. Just look at this punch. I mean, this is just a textbook. Boom. It's just fist to the ball. Beautiful coaching there. So credit, of course, to Mike Vrabel, one of the best coaches in the league, and then Jalen Hawkins for punching that ball out. Great technique. 2nd and 7 from their own 35.5-yard line. May's going to throw again. He's under a bit of pressure. He's going to step up, take it himself, and he'll be taken down after a gain of 3. It's going to be 3rd and 4 now for New England. Injury update for the Patriots. Morgan Moses has a knee injury, and he's questionable to return. So until then, we have I forgot his name already. Thayer Mumford Jr. There it is. Yeah, I remember just as they put it up. Ain't that convenient? 3rd and 4 for New England. Stevenson is the back. Ravens mixing up their defense. And May's going to throw it. And Drake May, he's under some pressure. He's got happy feet. There's a flag down, and he's going to throw it out of bounds. See what the flag's on. It should be holding, but let's find out. Here's Brad Rogers. Oh, defense. So an automatic first down for New England as Marlon Humphreys called for the holding penalty. Let's see this here. Yeah. He's kind of holding him the entire time, though. Does it really count as holding if he was doing it consistently? Like, he's holding right now, and yeah, he's still holding. Yeah, he's holding the whole time. 1st and 10. May's going to go under center this time, hand it off to Travion Henderson. And Henderson's going to get a nice little head of steam for a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. The side judge today is James Coleman. Back judge is Greg Yeti. Down judge Patrick Turner. Umpire Brian Neal. Line judge Kevin Cody. Field judge Joe Bluebog. And referee Brad Rogers. So you know their name whether you like them or you don't. 7-0 Baltimore at the end of the first quarter. We've seen some turnovers. Humphrey and Hawkins. And 7-0. Patriots have the ball when we come back for the second quarter. All right. Let's keep going. You had Vikings-Giants, which Vikings fans wanted to fire Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah for trading Sam Darnold. They wanted to cut J.J. McCarthy. And the Giants were wondering when on earth their drafted quarterback was going to complete a pass. The answer was with 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the first half. He finished 7 of 13 for 33 yards and an interception. So the Giants played really badly, and most of that was Jackson Dart not completing a pass almost the entirety of the first half. And somehow they still managed to keep it down to 3. So quarterback issues in both Minnesota and New York. Or should I say New Jersey. Oh yeah, the Chargers and the freshly eliminated Dallas Cowboys, who after the Eagles won and clinched the NFC East, the Cowboys are out. And now they're really out because the Chargers found a way to win that one and attempt to cement themselves at the top of the AFC, or at least in the playoff picture. But they still need an Indianapolis loss tomorrow for that to happen. I mean, you look at everything. If Indianapolis loses tomorrow to San Francisco, we know the playoff picture. Like, there is no surprise. The challenge is going to come with these Baltimore Ravens and then the Pittsburgh Steelers in the final week of the year. And if they lose today, we kind of going to know. Like, it's not a complicated playoffs this time in the AFC. It's just over. Like, you know who we got. If Indianapolis goes down, you got our 8 teams left. And Baltimore can only get in by surpassing Pittsburgh. Everyone else is in. So everyone's just waiting for Indianapolis to lose. But if they win, then things get more interesting. So Baltimore's defense was forced on the field in a hurry after the Derrick Henry fumble. And we're back here in Maryland. 2nd and 4. May's going to hand it off. And a nice acceleration there. A little bit of pushing and shoving after as well. It was Henderson. See what the flag is. It's kind of annoying me when I turn my head that I can hear the hood and through the microphone. It's pretty funny. It's also irritating. Let's see what the flag is here. Okay. So there was a illegal formation on Kyle Williams. He was off the line of scrimmage. He never checked with the referee. Yeah, he's got some space there. Yeah. It's a mistake from the rookie out of Washington State. And Mike Vrabel, he doesn't like those mistakes. So he takes Williams out of the game here. 2nd and 9 now for New England. After the illegal formation. Made a throw. He's going to throw quickly to Hollins, who's going to get back the yards they lost. It'll be 3rd and 2 coming up. All right. Hood's coming off. All right. Yep. Cool. I'm going to roll up the sleeves now. I'm not taking it off yet, though. I'll just keep it on all night. Be nice and warm. 3rd and 2 now for New England. 14 minutes to go till the half. May's going to throw underneath. He's got Henry. And Hunter Henry's going to get 5 yards and a first down. Former Los Angeles Charger makes the play here as he just slips underneath. And Roquan Smith, he's got him on man-to-man. But he's a few yards back, a few yards off the ball. So Henry just cuts underneath and very easily gets a padded 5 yards. 1st and 10, May's 5 of 7 for 47 and an interception. And Kyle Hamilton just made a great play blowing that up in the backfield. So Travion Henderson's going to lose a few yards. And Hamilton, he's just this kind of player. He's just phenomenal out of that secondary. Like, he's not in charge of run stopping. Like, that's not his job. But you see him come down. He just crashes down on the line and breaks off and then makes a great tackle, great play. I mean, he just breaks off the lineman and manages to make the tackle for loss. 2nd and 13. May rolls to his right. May's running out of time, and he's going to throw it out of bounds. 3rd and 13. Josh McDaniels not happy with that one. Zachary Orr is the Ravens' defensive play caller. He was under some scrutiny earlier in the season, but his defense has perked up a bit as the season has gone on. Play clock's at 2, and they barely get the snap off. May has plenty of time. He's going to load deep, and it's caught. What a catch by Mac Hollins. Climbing the ladder to get that one. And he's got glue on his hands or something. He just snatched it right out of the sky. Wasn't a particularly good throw by Drake May. He high-pointed it quite a bit. You see, May has so much time, and it's just anticipation there from May, anticipating where his receiver is going to be because he was not open when he threw it. And then Mac Hollins with a great catch in the air. I mean, those high jumps coming in handy. 1st and 10 from the Baltimore 27. It's play action. May looks deep. He's got it. Oh, wow. I don't know who that is. It's Austin Hooper. And Austin Hooper is going to get him down to the 1-yard line. What a catch. I was like, what tight end is that? And Austin Hooper, a name we haven't heard since his Atlanta days. Wow. That is someone I had forgotten about. I thought he retired. Look at this catch. One-on-one with Alohi Gilman. And he just turns his body, just blocks Gilman. And a great throw from Drake May as well, putting it where only he could catch it. And he's got New England down to the 1-yard line. May's 5 of 6 for 62 on this drive. Drake Mays, play action. He's got room to run. He's going to throw it. It's caught. Touchdown, Hunter Henry. And the Patriots strike back in the early second quarter. It's 7-6 Baltimore pending the extra point. And that was just a simple play action drill. And May tosses one up there. As you see Henry, he's looking like he's on a blocking assignment. He throws him inward, and this is all on Bowser, I believe. I think that's his name. 57 of the defense, who just misses the block there, moves on. It's the extra point from Andres Boreales is up, and it is good. 7-7. Patriots strike back. Pair of turnovers in between the scores, but both offenses are rolling fairly well. 7-7. Drake May saying, I'm going to soar to a victory here in Baltimore and come back home with a win on Sunday Night Football. Ravens ball when we come back. 47 was the one who totally missed. It might have been 57, actually. If there's a 47, it was 47. No, it was 57. Yeah, it was, where did he go? Yeah, William Cuenco in his third year at Temple. You got to stay back in coverage and let your players come back from the court. That's ultimately why Matthew Judon got cut from Miami last week. He wasn't playing quite too well on those options. Like, decide, do I rush the quarterback or do I take the receiver? He took the quarterback every time. We don't need that. And teams just generally don't need that mindset. Chill. All right, cool. Back to around the NFL. We had the bad went to worse for the Kansas City Chiefs, let me tell you. Gardner Minshew went down with the same injury as Patrick Mahomes. Both of them now have torn ACLs. So Chris Olodokun had to play for Kansas City. In case you don't know, Chris Olodokun's been in the league for a while. He is in his 4th year out of South Dakota State. He was a 7th-round pick by the Pittsburgh Steelers. and I assume he's getting his first NFL start next week. But Cam Ward and the Titans looked in perfect synergy throughout the day. Chimere, DK, Alec Io Manor. Cam Ward went 21 of 28 for 228 yards and 2 touchdowns and proved generally why he was the number one pick in the draft. Tony Pollard had a pretty good day too. And the Titans cruised to a 26-9 victory. Don't see that very often. And they're back in Maryland. I'm only doing one game of commercial break. I got to speed it up. I guess I don't have that many topics, though, this time, so I guess not. Paul Rudd and Jack Black. Crazy. Same movie? Maryland's the home of crabs. They got the Maryland crabs. And with crabs come the cake. Crab cakes and fries. They're in Baltimore. Look good. I've never actually had like a proper Maryland crab cake, though. I've been to Maryland multiple times, but I don't think I've ever had a proper crab cake. Morales is going to kick this one off where it will be Need in the end zone for Baltimore, and they will take over at the 35-yard line. So Derrick Henry, the report there is that he says the reason I am not getting as much carries is because I'm not playing as well. Which is true. He's fumbled in every game that I've commentated on the Ravens this season. And I only commentate on like 2 or 3 games a season per team. Not even that. Some teams I don't commentate them at all. Jackson throws towards his left, incomplete, headed towards DeAndre Hopkins. But Henry, the fumbles have just been everywhere. Here's week 1 in Buffalo. We were there. There was the first fumble. And then here, boom, punch out. There was another one in between that they skipped. But Baltimore's they've not been the team to watch for clean football. And off to Keaton Mitchell. Keaton Mitchell just can't get on the breakaway. He's only going to get a yard. 3rd and 9 now for the Ravens. Can the Patriots hold Baltimore to a quick 3 and out? $10:55 to play. Injury update for New England. The rookie Farmer has a hamstring injury. He's questionable to return on the Patriots defensive line. So the Patriots D-line's getting more and more banged up as they were already not at 100%. 3rd and 9. Blitz coming. Jackson throws quickly and incomplete from anyone. 4th and 9. Jackson took a shot at the end. So the Ravens will punt on a quick 3 and out to Drake May. Not a lot of rest. But I'm pretty sure he's okay with that. Yeah, he just airmails it. Marcus Jones, 14.3 yards per punt return, highest in the NFL. 4th and 9, and it is a high punt from Jordan Stout, and it lands right at the 25-yard line, where the New England Patriots will start their drive on offense. When we come back, Merry Christmas. Ho ho, it's cold. Other games around the NFL, only 3 more left. We're going to get to them. We had the Cincinnati Bengals crush the Miami Dolphins. Absolutely not surprising there. Quinn Ewers had a good first half. Second half, things kind of went haywire for Miami. And he took too many deep play risks, and that didn't end up going well for the Dolphins. 45-21 was the final score there. It's been a long day. The New Orleans Saints finally got their big win as they crushed the New York Jets 29-6. And suddenly things in New Orleans are looking a little promising. I did call it, so thank you. Go ahead, lay it on me. Yeah, Tyler Shuck. I had a feeling about this kid. He was really talented. He has incredible placement. The way this is such a weird thing to say, but the way his shoulder moves is crazy. Like he has such a cool release and just general overall toughness as a quarterback. He's got a lot of competitiveness, and his over the shoulder passes are really, really good. If you haven't seen them, he can hit the corner of the end zone like the best of them. And 29-6, this is just a glimpse of what he can do. And suddenly, New Orleans, Kellen Moore is like, hey, we got off to a slow start, but you're looking at our record now, we're 5-10. And if everything goes the way we want it to go, we're going to finish the season 7-10 and better than half the teams in the NFL. They have a winnable rest of the year. They got the Titans and the Falcons. I mean, if they win both those games, I have a feeling the Saints are just going to pass on a quarterback this drive and be like, I think we might have our guy. I think they have their guy. I mean, frankly, they played very well against the Dolphins and very well against the Falcons as well. Like Shuck only started against the Rams, which is like trial through fire. They got crushed that one. But since taking over as quarterback for New Orleans, he's got a very, very solid, like he's 4-2 or 3. Wait, yeah. He's got the wins against the Panthers, Bucks, Panthers, Bucks. Then losses to the Dolphins, Falcons. Yeah, he's 3-3, but it's perfectly respectable. Drake May to throw here. He's going to take his dump down, and it will go out of bounds after a gain of 6. So a nice little quick start to this game to this drive for New England. Average depth of completion for Drake May is the second deepest in the NFL at 7.3 yards, but he's also got a 71% completion percentage, which means not only is he taking those shots, but he's delivering. That's exactly what you want to see in a quarterback. $9:50 to go till halftime. Second and 4. Handoff to Ramondre Stevenson, I believe, and he's going to get left behind in the pile, though the offensive line kept rolling. A gain of 1. Third down. And 3 for New England. Drake May's last drive, he was 6 of 7 for 63 yards with a 1-yard touchdown pass to Hunter Henry. So far, he's 1-1 for 6, and even that one might have been a lateral, so unclear. Made a throw. He's throwing deep, and he's delivering. It's a big play to the 40, the 35, and out of bounds. And a great play from Drake May to Stephon Diggs. And Mike Vrabel hustling his offense onto the field early here as he wants his squad rolling. As you see, Diggs, it's just a little crosser. He goes in motion. He's one-on-one on Humphrey, and then he just starts crossing the field. He gets the early move on him wide open in the middle, and then he's just running the rest of the way. And a great throw by Drake May as well. Just a little great touch on the pass, really. 1st and 10 from the Baltimore 35. Matt Collins is in motion. 8:25 to go, 5 seconds on the play clock. Drake May. He steps up deep. He's going to throw underneath to Travion Henderson. Henderson makes a man miss. He's going to get 9 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 1 from the Baltimore 26-yard line. 8 minutes to play, roughly, before halftime. Tied at 7, but the Patriots are driving. Second and 1. And it's going to be a little quarterback sneak from Drake May. He's going to get the first down easily. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 25 or 24-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 New England. Stephon Diggs is on the sideline. 7 minutes and 9 to play. On the left hash, Drake May hands the ball off to Henderson. Henderson's to his left, and he's going to be slammed down on a good play by Alohi Gilman. Travion Henderson was slow to get up there. I wonder if his head banged against the field, but he was quite slow to get up. And it was a big tackle. As you see, it bounces to the left, bounces left again. He's tackled. Yeah. It's just at the end here, his helmet. Yeah, bangs against the turf there in Baltimore. And he's being tended to. Ooh, he's going back down. This is not a good sign for New England. Got 7 touchdowns. They're just tied for the most among rookie running backs this season. Hope he's all right. 6:41 until half. The last game around the NFL was Bills and Browns. The Browns put on a really good show, and the Bills really just couldn't create any separation, but in the end, it was too much. The Bills were too good and came away with a victory. We're going stand and desk time. I hope this reaches. It did. All right, cool. Oh, that looks so good. Yeah. Man. Carne asada at Chipotle. Looks incredible. We got to go get that. You know there's Chipotles in France? That was a surprise for me. Went to France, and there's Chipotles just occasionally, not everywhere, but there were a few solid Chipotles. So we've recapped the NFL. Next up, we're doing college football playoffs. So first up, we had Alabama defeat Oklahoma 34-24. And this one, I didn't expect Alabama to come back. I'll give them that one. They did well. Credit to them. But Oklahoma just played miserably. If that, they wouldn't have been able to pull that off against Miami, Texas A&M, Ole Miss, or Oregon. So I have concerns about Alabama next week against Indiana, and that concern being they're going to lose. I just don't see it possible. They had a lot of flaws against Oklahoma, but they got lucky because of who they were playing. So the second game was Miami, Texas A&M. Probably the most defensive game I've seen in recent memory. Like just sheer old-fashioned toughness, hatred, incredible defensive game. It was just two guys just going at it. It was a brawl there in Miami, Texas A&M, and it's all about the U, baby. So the Hurricanes are on to the quarterfinals with a 10-3 victory there. Henderson was concussed. I'm like 90% certain. We'll get the rest of the college football games later. 2nd and 9. Drake May's under pressure. He's going to be taken down from the ankles. A great play made there by Simpson again. He's having himself a night. Or sorry, it's Jones, actually. We get these Ravens players down. They have so many backups playing. You see, he trips him up by the ankles. 3rd and 12 now. That's the second sack already for Baltimore. Stephon Diggs in motion. Play clock's at 1. And New England's going to be forced to call their second timeout with 5:48 to play till half. And the Ravens crowd is making some noise here at home. And look at me. He takes a solid few steps up. He targets windows. 1, 2, 3, then throws. Then you see here, 1, 2, then throws through the window. And here, just a little loft. He's got those arm angles and good footwork as well, as he's got New England's offense soaring early with the exception of that turnover in the red area. Made a throw on 3rd and 12. He throws one up, and it is incomplete. So the Patriots are going to have to settle for a field goal here. Mike Vrabel wanted a flag for something. Maybe a holding. Ooh, a roughing, I think he wanted. Yeah, I think he wanted roughing the passer. There's an injured Patriot. That is Munford Jr. Oh, no. Ooh, that's not good. Patriots don't have much reinforcements left. Will Campbell, he's on injured reserve thanks to a knee injury. He's the 4th overall selection this year. Had one of the greatest lines of a drafted player I've ever seen, and I instantly fell in love with him. I'm going to protect him with my life. That's my quarterback. He got drafted, and he was already on the same page with Mike Vrabel. I'm gonna protect him with my life. That's what you want to see, and he was excellent when he was healthy, but that's not what you want to see there. So Moses went down. Munfield came in. They are running out of options, truly. And Andres Borregales, his field goal is right down the middle. It's 10-7. The New England Patriots now hold their first lead of the night. There's 5:39 till the half, and then next up, it is Baltimore's turn. Lamar Jackson tries to answer the field goal from New England. Heading back to the world of college football after that defensive battle between Miami and Texas A&M came Ole Miss's domination of Tulane. Tulane never stood a chance. They truly looked out of their element throughout, and Ole Miss prevailed there to move on to the quarterfinals. Then we had Oregon and James Madison. And James Madison actually put on a much better fight than I expected. So a lot of credit to James Madison and the work they did. They were excellent against Oregon, but in the end, the Ducks put on 51 points. And it's hard to beat 51 points regardless, but James Madison, 34 points in a Power 5 school, or a Power 4 school, is no laughing matter, especially not one that makes the college football playoffs. So really well done by James Madison. Pushing Oregon at least a little bit, even though it was mostly a blowout throughout. Great fourth quarter effort by them. So that makes the quarterfinal games all set for the college football playoffs. It's Miami and Ohio State in the Cotton Bowl Classic, the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic, by the way. Oregon taking on Texas Tech in the Capital One Orange Bowl in Miami. Alabama taking on Indiana in the Rose Bowl presented by Prudential in Pasadena, California. And last but not least, Ole Miss is taking on Georgia at the All-State Sugar Bowl in New Orleans. So a pretty decent quarterfinals. Miami, I felt, had the better chance of challenging Ohio State really than Texas A&M did, because I felt like Texas A&M's, they're a good team, but they're just not Ohio State level. But I feel like Miami at their best can truly challenge any team they play, because they have a tough defense and their offense. If their offense is clicking, Miami's gone. But their offense, Carson Beck is incapable of clicking. But if their offense can get on track, then Hurricanes are off to the races. It's going to be hard to stop them. So hopefully they'll give Ohio State a bit of a challenge there. Oregon, Texas Tech, great offense against great defense, and meh offense against meh defense. It'll be interesting. That one could go either way. Oregon's the favorite apparently, but I wouldn't count out Texas Tech quite so easily. Alabama, Indiana, that one I got Indiana. I just don't see it as possible. That one's my least favorite game there. And then Lane Kiffin, formerly known as Lane Kiffin's Ole Miss, now known as Pete Golding's Ole Miss, taking on Georgia in the Sugar Bowl. Give me Georgia for that one, actually. Ole Miss, Pete Golding's a good coach, but against Kirby Smart, Kirby doesn't lose those. Not against a team like Ole Miss. He doesn't have a true coach right now. That one's going to Georgia to me. So there's a couple of good ones. The early two are the best ones. Oregon, Texas Tech is probably going to be the best game. And Miami, Ohio State's going to be close behind. Lamar Jackson, he's check your engine light here because through weeks 1 through 4, he had a 10-1 pass to interception ratio, touchdown interception, 42 rush yards per game, 217 pass yards per game. He missed 3 weeks with injury, and since then he's been kind of off. Rush yards per game, he had 57 rush yards per game in his career, which is the most by a quarterback in NFL history. He's been a little off to a slow start this year, though. 20-plus yards in his career, he had 51, which is the most among active quarterbacks. But he's had none this year, as he's been unable to get his engine rolling here for Baltimore. Derrick Henry, nice little extension to get about 6 yards. Average speed on rushes in the first 4 weeks, he was up to 15.52 miles per hour. But since that injury, he's only been up to 11.95. So it almost feels like this injury is hampering him quite a bit from becoming the quarterback that we know he can be. He's missing something, and that injury has definitely halted him a bit since then. Handoff, Derrick Henry, and Henry is met by a stone wall and pushed back the other way. It's going to go for a loss of at least 2 yards, surely. They're just going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage. 4:35 to go till halftime. 3rd and 4 for Baltimore. Don't want another 3 and out here. New England showing heavy pressure. Lamar's going to throw. New England brings heavy pressure. Sidearm throw to the sideline. It's Zay Flowers for a first down. He's having a nice night. 1st and 10 for Baltimore from their own 47-yard line. And it's just good route running here by Flowers. Cut inside and then good move back out towards the sideline to get the first down. And a great throw from Lamar as well. It seems like his best throws have come to Zay Flowers, and that's been it so far. Lamar's 5 of 7 for 75, and Zay Flowers is 4 of those. Lamar's under pressure, under a lot of pressure. He's buying his time. He's trying to magic his way out. Throws on the run, incomplete. Headed for Mark Andrews, the other receiver who's caught a pass today. And one of only 3 whom he's targeted. He's targeted Flowers, Mark Andrews, and DeAndre Hopkins. And he's only completed passes to Flowers and Andrews. 2nd and 10 for Baltimore, 3:40 till halftime. Baltimore's edging towards midfield. They're at their own 48. Bateman in motion. And Lamar's going to tuck it himself, and he's going to be taken down after a gain of 4. It's going to be 3rd and 6. A little run option there. 2025 injury report. Designations here. He had that hamstring injury from week 5 through 9, which kept him out. And he missed 3 games there. Then he's had knee, ankle, toe, heel. I mean, might as well just start naming body parts, and you'd find something he's been on the injury report for. 3rd and 6. Patriots potentially showing pressure. They bring the house. He's going to throw with a man in his face, and he's going to complete it to DeAndre Hopkins for a nice gain of about 8 or 9 and a first down. 1st and 10. Clock is still running. 2:45 to go. Lamar 6 of 9 for 83 right now. Flowers in motion. Play action. He looked deep, and he's going to throw mid-range over to Charlie Kolar, who's going to get more than he reckoned for. A solid 20-yard gain there. 1st and 10, and this will likely take us down to the 2-minute warning. And it will. 2-minute timeout in Baltimore, Maryland. The Patriots lead by 3, but worry not, Ravens fans. Baltimore is edging their way towards the end zone. 10-7 when we come back. Right, yeah. Fine game. 10-7. More comfortable surface now. Let me know when the game's back. Yeah, it's been a perfectly fine game so far. Both offenses are performing fairly well, and the defenses are holding their own. But they're moving the ball very efficiently. It's just the defenses have the defenses have been playing very well. They've been keeping them out of getting points, but the offenses have been generally unstoppable. Oh, I'm tired. I'm gonna go turn on my Christmas tree. I'll be back. That feels so Christmassy. Christmas tree's on now. Though you can't see it. But it's quite Christmassy. 'Tis the season, y'all. I think at halftime I'm probably done with this. My hands are red, so that's probably a sign that I'm done. Been in this jacket for an hour and a half in like room temperature. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not keeping me particularly cold or hot one way or another. It's just very standard. So the second half, we're going to do playoff picture, AFC and NFC, all of it. Right here in the second half, we're going to be doing that every commercial break, and then throughout Patriots and Ravens live commentary throughout the second half as well. 2-minute warning, no coaches challenges allowed. Ravens are at the New England 23. Lamar tucks it himself. He's going to slide forward for a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 from the New England 20. They are in the red zone. See, it was a pretty convincing handoff. I thought Keaton Mitchell had it for a while. But Lamar, he looks scared to take a hit right now. As you see, just kind of just collapses. 2nd and 7. Lamar, another option. This time he chooses wrong, and Keaton Mitchell's got nowhere to go, and they are well outside the red zone now. It's going to be 3rd and forever from the New England 26. Look at this play. Jordan Tavares, I believe that is, just makes a phenomenal play, keeping Mitchell on the outside. And then good hustle by the rest of the Patriots defense. So 3rd and 12 for Baltimore. Ravens call their first timeout. Trying to get their thoughts collected before a crucial 3rd down. Try to take the lead before halftime. The Ravens got the ball first. Therefore, the Patriots will be getting the ball first in the second half. Stiff arm. Come on, Lamar. I didn't see that in the moment. Sit down. He's taking some lessons from Derrick Henry. Ooh, Lamar actually looks like he's in a bit of pain. Oh, Lamar Jackson's out of the game, folks. Tyler Huntley is in at quarterback. What's happened here? So Tyler Huntley, the former Miami Dolphin and before that Baltimore Raven and now back Baltimore Raven, he's going to try underneath to Rasheen Ali, who's trying to make a lot of magic happen. He's going to get back over the 20, but a few yards shy of the first down. Lamar, I'm not sure what's going on there. Was I right in saying that he went down quickly? It's crazy because I was like, I thought he was just scared to take a hit because he fell fast, but apparently he was injured on the play. Chris Collinsworth said he took a knee to the rib. Here is Tyler Loop-de-Loop to attempt a field goal to tie this game, 36-yard attempt. 36 yards. The snap's good, the hold is solid, and the kick is loop-de-looping on in. Tyler Loop's good from 36. It's 10-10 with 1:03 till halftime. Drake May will head on the field with no timeouts. And Lamar Jackson's heading into the locker room. This is a stunning turn of events. Potentially a fractured rib. That's what I'm leaning right now, but he's out of the game for now. Did not see that coming. Okay, so Lamar's out with a rib injury, so it's Tyler Snoop Huntley. A longtime Raven, and last year he was a Dolphin. And turns out he was pretty bad with both teams, but this year he's played a few games of himself, but this just isn't what you want to see. Cooper Rush is the emergency third quarterback. He's out for this one, but if they need him, he'll be on standby in case Tyler Huntley gets injured. Oh, so Lamar being out is tough. This is a must-win for Baltimore, really. That's just not what you want to see. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, it might just be that knee to the side. But Lamar was obviously frustrated. They're saying it's a back injury. He's questionable to return with a back injury. Just put an update in the chat. First and 10. Drake May is rolling to his right under pressure. Kyle Van Noy on pursuit. It's almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Second and 10 now for New England. Second and 10, 56 seconds to play at their own 35-yard line. May's going to throw, drops back deep to pass, and he's going to throw on a comeback. Did he get there? And they're saying he got his feet in bounds. That's Kayshon Boutte. Yeah, that's his name. I'm telling you, that's his name. That's how he pronounces it. That is 2 feet in bounds. Well done. A good catch there made by Kayshon Boutte. Second and 10, 50 seconds to go from the 49. He's going to hit Stephon Diggs, who fights to get out of bounds and does. He's going to get 12 yards, only takes 7 seconds off the clock. So far, perfectly executed 2-minute drill from New England. First and 10. "43 seconds. Made a throw. He's going to hit the sideline. It's Diggs again. It's going to be 3 yards, second and 7. Andres Boreales is a pretty good kicker at the University of Miami, and he has carried that over for the most part in the NFL with the Patriots, so he's got decent range. Not the best, but he's definitely not the worst. Second and 7 now. Made a throw. Oh, it was underneath. He caught that somehow. Oh, my goodness. I thought it was incomplete. And Hunter Henry reels on with one hand. Play clock's at the game clock's at 25. He gets the snap off. May's going to throw under pressure. Throws it away. The ball's on the floor. And it's Baltimore football. And the ball is loose. So New England's perfectly executed 2-minute drill goes from whopping success to monumental failure in mere seconds. As you see here, he gets taken down, but yeah, it's a fumble. Yeah, no doubt about it. So a cleanly forced fumble there by Washington. And then it was recovered by Jones. So the Ravens defense has now forced 2 turnovers from this Patriots team and is going into halftime with a tie game, which with Lamar Jackson injured is about as much as you can ask for. New England's going to get the ball first coming out of halftime. Take a knee. Really, just take the knee. Oh, this is a bad idea. Tyler Huntley is going to go with, he got all-out blitzed and managed to, oh my goodness! Are you kidding? That's why you take a knee. And things have gone badly in Baltimore as Tyler Huntley threw the ball over the middle to, was it a forward pass? What is happening? They're saying he could have been down as well, yeah. Because Andrews, he caught it, and then he laterals it right into the hands of a Patriots defender. At least we think he lateraled it. Saved. So Baltimore breathing a sigh of relief there as Mark Andrews is apparently this was a forward pass. Yeah. Yeah. So there's a roughing as we saw Tyler Huntley. I didn't love the roughing call, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway. It was an incomplete illegal forward pass. So Huntley wisely takes the knee and sends this one to halftime, tied at 10 apiece. All right, Patriots 10, Ravens 10. Patriots are getting the ball first in the second half. We'll hopefully get you news on Lamar Jackson coming out of the half as well. Let's hear what Mike Vrabel has to say.
Get into the playoffs with a win on the Patriots. They're all equal with the Ravens at 10. The ball belongs to New England. Start the second half, and we are with Maria Taylor now for the Toyota halftime. Thank you.
Okay, it's halftime. I am going to do what I normally do. So this time the jacket is coming off. Ooh, that was toasty. I might put it on for the second half. Who knows? But I'm taking a break for now. All right. So much for watching the first half. Halftime is here. I will return momentarily. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the second half of Ravens and Patriots. It's 10-10 early on, but things might change soon because Lamar Jackson is injured with a back injury and he is questionable to return. But we'll see whether he is out on the field in just a few moments. I have the sound on for this reason. I'll mute it for now. And we'll see in a second. He's questionable to return with the back injury. Let's listen to this. I have no new updates. Ravens defense, 3 sacks in the first half. They've allowed almost 200 yards, but they got 2 takeaways. Drake May, under pressure, he's been rough. 3 sacks, an interception, a fumble loss, but he's only completed 4 of 7 for 63. But under no pressure, he's having a field day. It's the 20th season of Sunday Night Football, by the way. And a nice return there to the 25, where Drake May will be taking over. Reminder, oh, wait, here's John Harbaugh first. All right. So he said it doesn't change the offensive play much whether Tyler's in or whether Lamar's in, which is debatable highly, but we'll see. He says they're going to try him. May's under center to start this one off. He's going to go a quick pass over to the outside to Stephon Diggs, who breaks one tackle, breaks another. He's got moves, and he's only going to get 4 yards, but it was a mighty impressive 4. We're going to work on the remaining playoff scenarios, clinching scenarios for everyone. The Patriots, if they win tonight, they clinch the playoffs. They do not clinch the AFC, but they do clinch the playoffs, the AFC East, that is. But they got the playoffs on lockdown after today. And by tomorrow, literally everyone could have it except for the Steelers in the AFC. Bad pass there by Drake May, almost intercepted. Brings up 3rd and 6. Mike Vrabel in his classic standing posture of hands on the knees, looking like he's about to truck you. 10-10, 14-17 to go here in the third quarter. 3rd and 6. From their own 34-yard line. May to throw. He's going to throw to the sideline, and Diggs had to play some defense there. Nate Wiggins on the lockdown. So the Patriots are going to go with a quick 3 to start this second half. They will punt it out to who knows who, either Tyler Huntley or Lamar Jackson. So Nate Wiggins completely locking down that route as May had nowhere to go on that opening drive. Oh, and the Patriots are mixing up their punt signals a bit. Play clock's at 0. Looks like they're going to take the flag. Yeah, they're going to take a delay of game on the punt. It's peculiar. Looks like Mike Vrabel had a fake punt dialed up. Now it's 5 yards farther back. 4th and 11. Bryce Behringer. Oh, they roughed the punter. There's going to be a flag on this one, no doubt. unless they determine that he was pushed in. Long snapper just made a tackle. Ashby. I'm going to say no. All right, Tyler Huntley's in the game. Huntley hasn't thrown for more than 200 yards yet. Week 6 against the Rams, he went 10 of 15 for 96, and then against Chicago, he threw 185. All right, so Huntley's in. Derrick Henry, might see an increased role in the coming drives. Huntley, he's going to hand it off to Henry, and Derrick Henry's got a nice run for 5 yards. Again, if they can maintain the 5-yard runs, that would be great. They might be fine. Second down. So Tyler Huntley is calling the plays now for this Ravens offense, taking over for the injured Lamar Jackson. Hand off again to Henry. Derrick Henry's found a hole. Derrick Henry down the sideline to the 38 of New England as he was moving those legs. Mike Vrabel needs to figure out a way to stop this man. I mean, he knows him better than anyone. Which means he also knows how to stop him, but this one was just Derrick Henry looking for the gaps. Great offensive line play. And then after that, strong running from Derrick Henry. Want to try and keep that up, especially without Lamar. And Keaton Mitchell took the snap, and he got hammered in the backfield. Going nowhere. It was Kevin Chasson. Had him 4 yards in the backfield before he barely even touched the ball. He was dead to rights. 2nd and 11. Okay. He was farther back than that, but okay. Second and 11. Ricard is in the backfield with Keaton Mitchell. And it's going to be a play action. Huntley's going to step up, and he's going to be taken down. And Tyler Huntley is sacked. It's Jennings. Antoine Jennings is going to be the one taking him down. And you see, it's just a quick little move on the right guard, and then he just steps his way, moves his way through the lineman till he finds a weak spot in this offensive line to get the pressure on Huntley. So a bad start for the Tyler Huntley-led Ravens passing offense. It's 3rd and 18. You might want to consider running the ball here. Play clock's at 2. It's at 1 now. They get it off at 0. Huntley's going to throw. He's got Hopkins in field goal range at least. So the Ravens are going to hopefully tag 3 more on the board for the Ravens. And so out comes Tyler Loop. Here's Tyler Loop now. 4th down. 4th and 9. Loop made one from 36 earlier. This one is from 20 yards further. It's a 56-yard field goal. Patriots having a weird formation. Snap's good. Hold is good. And the kick is good. Oh, no, he missed it. He didn't have the height as the wind pushes it back at him. He had the angle, but he doesn't quite get the distance. So Tyler Loop-de-Loop found his ball, loop-de-looping right out of the field, out of the goalpost. Everything about it was good. It just looks like the wind takes it right at the end. Yeah, it looks like the wind just slams it into the ground. So it's still 10-10. The Baltimore Ravens are unable to come away with points. So, AFC playoff picture. The Patriots clinch the playoffs today if they can defeat Baltimore tonight. But here's something interesting. if the Colts lose tomorrow to San Francisco, then we know 6 of the 7 AFC playoff teams. Here's the deal: if I come over here and I say New England wins this one, whatever, or actually, you know what? We go Baltimore wins this one just to mix things up, and then we say the Colts win, and then for the rest of the time, I click every team that is not in the playoffs. We go Texans or Chargers. We go Chargers. We just click every team that could possibly have a good AFC record. We pick the opposite of that, and then we'll see how it comes out. Should come out just as I anticipate. Go there. Either way, pretty much the Broncos and Chargers are in. I'm just telling you now because they play each other once, so this doesn't work for them quite so well. And then we know for a fact one of the Steelers and Ravens are in. It's probably going to come down to that game. We'll get to that in a moment. I'm missing one. Yeah, so here's the deal. It's back. The Mayflower, Drake May in 2024, 175 yards per game. 2025, 255. Largest improvement by a second-year quarterback since 1994. That was Drew Bledsoe, another Patriot legend. Drake May through week 15, 23 years old, completion percentage 71%. No player has under 24 has led the NFL in completion percentage since 1958. That was John Brody. 1st and 10. Drake May is going to hand this one off to Ramondre Stevenson, who's going to still pushing, but I think he's going to get a yard. So, yeah, if every team with a winning record now loses games they're supposed to win, somehow Denver still finishes at the top seed. Indianapolis finishes at the 2nd seed. So, every team but Indianapolis. The team that then misses out would be Houston. But that's if things go absolutely right. But then if we start over, we'll show you exactly what kind of messes up stuff happens normally in the normal universe. Drake May, under pressure. He's going to throw underneath to Stevenson, who makes a nice move to get the first down. He's still inbounds. He's still making moves, and he's going to be down at the 30-yard line of Baltimore. And a nice little run after catch there by Ramondre Stevenson. Mike Vrabel loves it. That was a great move in the open field, shaking off Alohi Gilman to get to the 30. Stevenson, 38 total yards today. May to throw. May's looking downfield. He's going to roll to his left with nothing there. He's going to take it himself. He's going to get 7 yards before he's pushed out of bounds. Injury update. Travion Henderson's out with a concussion. Joshua Farmer's out with a hamstring. Kyrus Tonga, Charles Wood, and Thayer Munford Jr. are all questionable with foot, ankle, and knee injuries, respectively. So 5 injuries for the Patriots as they are now relatively shorthanded. Handoff from Andre Stevenson. Now he's going backwards. 3rd and 3 now for New England. Eight minutes and 10 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 3rd and 2. Now for New England. from the Baltimore 22-yard line. May, he's throwing over his shoulder. Oh, he had Ramondre Stevenson. It's just out of reach. 7:47 to go here in the third quarter, 4th and 2. Drake May just throws one out, but it's just out of reach of Stevenson. I think it was the right call, though. Just a little bit further in. And Stevenson would have had the touchdown. So Andres Boreales is going to attempt a 41-yard field goal. On 4th and 2. High snap, but a good hold and a great kick. Andres Boreales has the Patriots in the lead. 13-10. 7:43 to go. A playoff spot waiting to be clinched for the Patriots while the Ravens are fighting for their playoff lives. Speaking of the playoffs, if things go as we expect, the Ravens then, we'll say the Patriots win this one, right? It's kind of what we think. So the Patriots clinch a playoff spot. And then we say the Colts win. Let's just say the Colts win out. Let's see what happens. So Colts win out. They play their guys, whatever. Then we look around the league elsewhere. Say the Texans beat the Chargers. And the Eagles beat the Bills, though. Dun, dun, dun. Broncos win there. And Patriots win there. Steelers win there. We'll go Packers win there because it looks like it's going to be the Steelers, really. Then even if we say in this final week, we just go, okay, Ravens win. Ravens beat the Steelers. It doesn't matter much because I don't see the Ravens winning with the way they're playing here. So the Steelers take that. We take Broncos over Chargers. Or if we take Chargers over Broncos. So really, here's the deal. If Indianapolis wins out, they need either Los Angeles, Buffalo, Houston, or in a very specific scenario, New England to lose out. Like they need everyone, they either need Houston, Buffalo, Los Angeles to lose out and them to win out. So that means we need Indianapolis to win. And then they just need to pick a team. So it's either Houston or Los Angeles, playoff on the line between the two teams on Saturday. So that's going to be a great game. We'll say Houston wins just for kicks. Colts beat the Jaguars somehow. Fall behind the grind a bit, do the Jaguars. Let's say Eagles beat Bills as well. So then we go into the final week of the season. And you get Jaguars beat Titans. All right, they're done. Colts beat Texans. Texans are suddenly inching their way out. Bills beat Jets like they're supposed to, but the Chargers lose to the Broncos. So because the Chargers have the toughest one, it kind of comes down to that. Because if the Colts can do it, it's doable. If the Colts win out, they're probably in because Texans are probably going to lose to someone, or the Chargers are going to lose to someone. Are going to lose to either both. They're probably, if they lose one, they're going to lose both in general because the Colts have to win out, which means they beat the Texans once. So that's the scenario there. Christian Gonzalez on Zay Flowers today. It's been all Zay Flowers early. 6 matchups, 3 receptions, 38 yards. Zay Flowers hasn't beat. It's tied for the most receiving yards allowed to a player this season on Christian Gonzalez. So Zay Flowers has had it in full control of that matchup there. His Gonzalez has kind of fallen off a bit of a cliff since his injury. Hand off to Derrick Henry. Henry is going to get a solid 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tyler Huntley is still the quarterback for Baltimore. Charlie Kolar in motion. Patriots showing some signs of pressure. They're alerted of the blitz. It's another handoff to Derrick Henry, and Derrick Henry's going to try and power forward. He's going to get most of it. It'll be 3rd and 1. I'm exhausted. Wow. So there you have it in the AFC. What has to be done for the Colts to make the playoffs, since everyone else is eliminated other than the Colts and the Ravens are the only two teams looking in, and the Ravens cannot be in the wild card. 3rd and inches. Oh, there's a false start. And the Ravens are shooting themselves in the foot. A horrible play here. It's going to back it up to 3rd and 6. And just not good play by Baltimore. It's Isaiah Likely. Yeah. Kevlon Chasson saw it way quickly. He was looking right at him. He's like, hey. 3rd and 5. Huntley's going to throw now. He's going to hit the sideline, and he's somehow got it. DeAndre Hopkins, the Patriots sideline, saying he bobbled it. They're calling it out of bounds anyway. Let's see. Hopkins, he bobbles it. Oh, that is so close. Let's see. When does he establish control? I'm going to go with here. Hey, that's a catch. Ooh, does his foot touch down, though? I might want to sync that time up. I think that's a catch. I think that would be a decent challenge. Yeah, John Harbaugh threw the challenge flag with 5:49 to go here in the 3rd quarter. I'm pretty sold that's a catch. I think that was a phenomenal effort by DeAndre Hopkins. So while we're waiting for that, let's talk about the AFC North. Who's winning that? If the Ravens lose today, their hopes get dim. So we say Patriots win. Then things are in a bit of trouble. Even if we say that the Colts lose tomorrow, they're still not going to make it in. So the Colts are out. Therefore, it's the Texans, Bills, Chargers, Jaguars, Patriots, Broncos, which leaves us with the one spot AFC North champions, Steelers or Ravens. So we head to week 17. And if Baltimore miraculously beats Green Bay, which at the moment it doesn't look good considering Tyler Huntley is playing quarterback right now. So it's not the most promising thing in the world. Upon all that, they also need the Steelers to lose to Cleveland. And then Baltimore needs to beat them head-to-head on the final week of the season in Week 18. I'm at the point where I don't think it's going to get there. I think Baltimore might be done. I mean, surely either Baltimore is going to lose to Green Bay or Pittsburgh beats Cleveland. I think we're going to have our AFC playoff picture by week 17. I do, because I don't know that for certain that the Colts can beat the Jaguars. If they can beat the 49ers, I don't know that they can beat the Jaguars. That's just what I'm thinking now, is I don't think the Colts have it in them. So I'm thinking Texans, Bills, Chargers, Patriots, Jaguars, Broncos, and Steelers is my 7. I don't see the Ravens or Colts making their way in, not with the way that the Ravens are playing now in this one, and not with Phillip Rivers and the Colts. I don't trust them to be able to beat the Texans and Jaguars and 49ers. Here's the call. Yeah, correct decision. So it's going to be a correct challenge here. I think he was in bounds. Wonderful effort by DeAndre Hopkins. I mean, showing why he's was once one of the elite wide receivers of the NFL. Just a little reminder. Back in his Houston days and Arizona days. More Houston than Arizona, keeping that in mind. But he's got 3 receptions for 33 yards today. 5:48 to go in the third quarter. 1st and 10, Baltimore from the New England 44-yard line. 1st and 10, Huntley's going to throw. He's going to hit Zay Flowers on the edge. Flowers makes a nice little move, 7 yards, and he's going to get a horse collar 15 yards added on top, or a face mask. Yeah, it's going to be a face mask. So 15 yards going forward. The penalty was going to be on Christian Ellis. Yeah. So there's the call. It's going to be 15 yards added from the end of the spot. See it here as he comes down. It's just the hand and the face mask. Yeah, 100%. Can't do that. Can't do that. Handoff, Derrick Henry. Henry's going to try and get the edge. He barely does before he's taken down. He's going to get 4, maybe 5. I want to say 4, though, if that. Goes one-on-one. Derrick Henry, a little bit of sword fighting, but nice tackle there by Christian Gonzalez. As he just wraps him up. It's a sign of a great tackle when you can take down Derrick Henry, who's got 14 rushes for 96 yards, a touchdown, and a fumble today. A little bit of eye candy, and it's a jet sweep to Zay Flowers, who's going to get the first down and more. Could I buy you a rose? Touchdown, Baltimore. Zay Flowers on the end around, saying Merry Christmas and Happy New Year as he dives into the end zone for the Ravens touchdown. And the eye candy worked. I was not expecting that to succeed, as we see likely he goes inside and just a lot of trickery, and then he comes back out for the block, gets a big one. Great moves by Zay Flowers. And then just the last minute kind of hopping in the end zone. Let's make sure he's in. It looks like he is, because Tyler Loop is kicking the extra point. And the Patriots might want to block this one. And they do, but they don't block it. It's going to be 17-13 Baltimore. Zay Flowers. There's going to be a leverage penalty on the extra point, by the way. So Zay Flowers, he's having himself a night as Baltimore's leading without Lamar Jackson. It's leveraging. It's obviously leverage. Yeah. On the kick. That one's going to be assessed on the kickoff for them. So it'll push him back an extra 15 yards after. So the NFC playoff picture is a lot less straightforward. Actually, no, it's the same. There's still also 9 teams left in that one after the Eagles clinched a playoff spot. Let's take a look at Week 16. So we say the 49ers win. They have absolutely no bearing on anything at the moment. There's only 2 spots up for air. That's the 7 seed and the 4 seed, pretty much. Although there could be some flip-flopping of the seeds. It doesn't, it has to be the 7 seed. So it's either the 4 and the 7 are up in the air. They're kind of like the AFC, but the AFC is more like ordering is more complicated than the AFC, but we know the teams. And in the NFC, the ordering is more straightforward. but the teams are a little less in the air, are a little less, we're less sold about it. So you say the 49ers beat the Colts. This game's irrelevant. We go to Lions-Vikings. We say the Lions win. We say the Ravens beat the Packers, just for fun, because here's what's going to happen. In the end, the Ravens beat Packers, we say, right? Gotta do this one. Bucks win there. Seahawks win there. So the Bucks beat the Dolphins. Seahawks beat the Panthers. Then we say Bills beat the Eagles, whatever. Bears beat the 49ers. Rams beat the Falcons. Yeah, that's fine. Then week 18, we go Rams beat the Cardinals. We say Eagles beat the Commanders. Ravens beat the Steelers, whatever. We go Seahawks beat the 49ers. Whatever. Then it's between the Lions and the Bears. We see the Lions win that one, and you'll see why. Saints beat the Falcons, whatever. Bills beat the Jets, whatever. And then Packers-Vikings. That's the big game of this window, because if we say Vikings win, the Lions are in the playoffs. So for the Lions to make the playoffs, they need to beat Chicago and Minnesota, and they need the Packers to lose to both Baltimore and Minnesota. So it's a tall task for the Lions. That's the only way. That's the only way they're in, is if they manage to have the Packers lose to both Baltimore and Minnesota while they beat Minnesota and Chicago. So there's an illegal kickoff on Baltimore, so that penalty is not going to do much. I think he kicked it out of bounds. So that's the only hope for the Lions, is if they can beat the Packers. But really, it doesn't look good. Oh, there's a fumble. It was a bad exchange. They obviously were on different pages. May thought it was a run, and Stevenson thought it was a pass, and the ball just kind of, look at this. He hits the handoff, and Stevenson's just like, whatever. I think May dropped it, really. It looked more like May dropped it. But credit to May for hopping back on top of it. Yeah, it just slips out of his hands. So 2nd and 17 now. Drake May's under pressure, steps up. Under more pressure, he's going to throw on the move. He's got Hunter Henry. And Henry's going to be dragged down at the 30-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and about 5. Nice play there. Drake May's just stalling for time. Steps up, around, throws on the run, hits Henry. I mean, this shows he's a better improviser than we give him credit for. Him and Caleb Williams both, they've turned out to be really decent at improvising, which wasn't in their original skill set. 3rd and 5. Drake May, full blitzer. He gets away. He's under pressure, and he lasers one in for the first down. There's a flag, but what a throw by Drake May. Fitting that one in there to Kayshon Boutte. Let's hear what the call is. Oh. There's been an offensive pass interference on Kayshon Boutte. Let's see it here. Yeah, that's textbook offensive pass interference there. A push off, which leads to some separation, which contributes to the catch. Yeah, pass interference on Boutte. So it'll bring up 3rd and 15 now for New England. May to pass. He's under pressure. He steps up. He's going to throw. He's got him again. Oh, man, that's Stephon Diggs. He got the first down. Yeah, I believe May is converted every single time, penalties included. As you see, he just steps up. He's so patient, steps up, great awareness. And then Diggs is just in the flat there, in the zone. And May just throws a laser. Drake May's having himself a nice night. Diggs just hit 100 yards receiving on the day. 1st and 10. May, play action. He's about 10 yards back, perhaps looking deep. Oh, and it's deflected. And a dangerous play there. Kyle Hamilton got a piece of it. 2nd and 10. See, it looks like he wanted him deeper, and he just tries to take the dump off, and Kyle Hamilton plays it very well. Gets just a tip of the finger on it. If you're a little, like one more step, and that would have been picked off. So well done there by Kyle Hamilton. 2nd and 10. Hollins in motion. Ravens showing pressure. Ravens are calling false start. They didn't see it. May hit as he throws, incomplete. Headed towards Mac Hollins. 2:07 to go here in the 3rd quarter. It's 3rd and 10 for New England. See, it was quick pressure off the edge there, and May just somehow gets it off in time. He was trying to get Hollins. Now, there was no space there. Probably better that it wasn't on target. 3rd and 10. From their own 44-yard line, Drake May to throw. Free blitzer. He throws it, and it is going out of bounds. 4th and 10. And Drake May is staying down a little longer. And he looked a little banged up there. And he is going to gingerly walk to the sideline. See what happened. Throws it. It's just, he just gets twisted up on. That just doesn't look comfortable. I don't think he tore anything. I think that was just an uncomfortable play there. Oh, and it's a fake punt! And the Patriots have faked the punt, and it's not going to work. It's actually a fumble. That went badly. So the Patriots fumble the fake punt, and it's Ravens football, and the Ravens played that about as well as they could. And the Ravens special teams coordinator there, after they've practiced that a lot. Both teams. Ravens come out on top here. It looks like he had the option to throw it. And he was there for a second. He just wasn't quite looking. And he fumbles right at the end on the tackle. And it was recovered by Baltimore. So the Ravens are starting their drive on 45. That was Marte Mapu. I gotta say, some names on this Patriots team are incredible. Keishawn Butte and Marte Mapu. Incredible. 1st and 10 for Baltimore now at the New England 44-yard line. Still Tyler Huntley, I believe. It is. There is a flag. It's going to be a false start. So now we're going to be at their own 49-yard line. Or at the New England 49-yard line. It's on Ronnie Stanley, the many-time Pro Bowl left tackle. Lamar Jackson. He went down earlier on this play where he slides forward and he just gets kicked in the back, it looks like. It wasn't a lot. I really don't have much an idea what happened. But he was in obviously a lot of pain on the sideline. He went to the locker room and hasn't returned to the game since then. Huntley to throw. He's got Flowers. Wow. Again, 14 yards. So 2nd and 1 now. Lamar Jackson's in street clothes, ladies and gentlemen. Lamar's day is finished. Tyler, what a throw from Tyler Huntley. A surprisingly accurate pass from Tyler Snoop Huntley. Although apparently he only went by Snoop in Miami. Which is okay. Everyone likes nicknames in Miami. 2nd and 1. Ricard into I formation, and more movement up on the front for Baltimore. And that's another false start penalty. And this Baltimore offensive line seems to be struggling to adjust to the new count from Tyler Huntley. This one was Rosengarten. He just has a different pitch than Lamar, which is causing a bit of miscommunication between the lineman and Tyler Huntley. 2nd and 5. It's going to be a handoff to Keaton Mitchell, who's going to try and get the edge, and he's going to come about a yard short. It'll be 3rd and 1. Pushed out of bounds there by Tavai. Here's a report. Yeah. So yeah, Lamar Jackson's officially out for this game. Tyler Huntley will start for the rest of it. He led them down the field once already. See if he can finish the job here in the third quarter, late third quarter. So Huntley might have been having some helmet issues, but he has addressed those situations. He's 5 of 5 for 54 yards to start his day here with Baltimore. 3rd down. They're going tight end tush push style. And they will easily get the 1st down. Teams have followed suit from that. Mark Andrews ran right up the middle. They've taken this play from Philadelphia that became so famous, and they've kind of made it their own. A lot of teams have used their tight ends to do it. Just as a bigger body. Because not everyone has Jalen Hurts-size quarterback. This is the end of the 3rd quarter on Sunday Night Football in Baltimore, Maryland. The Ravens lead 17-13. Merry Christmas, everyone. Or that's what the Ravens are saying to their fans, even with Lamar out and injured. 4th quarter coming up next. Ravens have the ball, driving deep into Patriots territory. So I've already addressed how Indianapolis can end up in the playoffs. And I've addressed how Baltimore can get into the playoffs and how Detroit can get into the playoffs. So that leaves one team. That's Tampa Bay. They're currently on the outside looking in. So how then can they do it? Well, it's pretty simple. They already lost this week. So we go over to week 17. Beat the Dolphins. That's easy enough. And they don't need Carolina to do it. If they beat the Dolphins, they're fine. But if the Panthers beat the Seahawks, it doesn't really matter. If the Panthers lose to the Seahawks, it doesn't really matter. Why? Because the two teams face up in week 18 for the 2nd time in 3 weeks. And that game decides it all. Bucks win, the Bucks are in. Panthers win, the Panthers are in. You know it is really shocking when the best race in the best playoff race leading up to the playoffs is the NFC South. Like, who could have predicted that? We've had absolutely no surprise. It's been a surprising season team-wise, but we haven't seen any races. Like, the hunt has been around for a week, and now suddenly there's only one team left that can even possibly make it. In the AFC, 2 teams, really. In each, there's only 9 teams left, 18 of 32. 14 teams are gone already. It's the game. Absolutely. Prayers. I will be praying. Absolutely, man. The game is Lamar Jackson's hurt. Praying for him too. He has a back injury. It was weird. It didn't look like a lot. He got kneed in the back, but it was one of those like the impact wasn't seen. But apparently it was fairly serious because they took him out of the game and he's out for the remainder. So Tyler Huntley is the quarterback, but the Ravens are still winning 17-13 because Drake May has not been able to get anything going. I mean, he's having a great game, but offensively, they haven't gone past the 20-yard line. They haven't barely played any snaps in Patriots territory. Or, I mean, in Ravens territory. There's a fake punt earlier, though. Well, I don't know what that means. Okay. My standing desk just broke. Hand off to Derrick Henry here, and Henry's going to plow ahead for a gain of 5. Been doing that a lot today. A lot of 5-yard runs from Henry. So it's 17-13, 2nd and 6 for Baltimore, who are driving into New England territory to potentially make this a 2-score game with limited time remaining. 14:25 to go till game over. I formation for the Ravens. It's a shovel toss to Henry. Derrick Henry with a full head of steam. Derrick Henry only had one more man to beat, and he's inside the 10-yard line. And a huge run from Derrick Henry. And they just got his legs rolling here. As if you give him a full head of steam, you better get out of the way. And most of the Patriots players happily obliged that one. And some great jukes there by Derrick Henry. Gets him inside the 10. 1st and goal. Huntley under center again. It's another run to Henry. Derrick Henry. He's going to come a couple yards shy, but another strong run. They do that one more time, and they're in. Just feeding the ball. Mike Vrabel just has not had an answer for Derrick Henry today, surprisingly. Ravens offense red zone touchdown percentage. They had the best in the NFL in 2024, 74%, but they've been tough in 2025 because they rank 31st in the NFL at 44% red zone percentage. Read that in a second once the Ravens score. Ricard in motion. Expect the run. And it is to Derrick Henry, and Henry says, "Give me 2." And Derrick Henry is having a Merry Christmas. And that's his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens are now up by 10, pending the extra point. It's a 2-score lead with 12 minutes and 50 seconds to play. So the Patriots need a bit of a comeback. The Ravens, they've been very impressive without Lamar Jackson so far. They have now driven fully down the field without him twice now. And the Patriots have lost their handle on this game ever so slightly. Extra point from Tyler Loop is going to be right down the middle. 24-13. The king is crowned twice today. Tyler Huntley's in, and they're doing just fine. It's 24-13. Ravens lead at home. Throw for the Ravens. Still have a chance to get a huge one. Oh. I want to see Rodgers losing the playoffs? Yeah, I get it. It doesn't matter. Whoever is playing the AFC North is gonna lose. They get Buffalo pretty much. It's not going to be good either way. I mean, Buffalo's entertaining. Buffalo, Pittsburgh. It's just not going to work. It's the AFC North is not good this year. Like the Steelers, they're fine. Like they can win. They won't win pretty, but they'll win. But they won't be able to beat Buffalo. Or Houston. Pittsburgh would be a great game. It's just 2 defenses. It's like, where'd the offense go? I don't know. We left them at home. That would be good. Chargers. The Steelers could beat the Chargers, actually. The Chargers are they're so inconsistent to me. Every game I've watched, they're either look incredible or they look awful. So I could really see the Steelers beat. I think that's it, though. Unless the Colts make the playoffs, which, as I've explained already, is not going to happen. I mean, their offense has looked better. But they've also played some really weak defenses these last 2 weeks. Had the Dolphins last week, and then this week they had a Lions defense that's just been uncharacteristically bad over the last half season. So they haven't given me anything that makes me think, wow, this offense is next level. Because they haven't played a next level defense yet. Which is why I think if they play Houston, they're kind of going down. Although Las Vegas kind of just did have all the answers for Houston. Everyone was like, how did Houston win this game? They had such a worse game than them. I'm like, well, Houston's the better team. That's how they won the game. It's not like, I don't know why it was surprising for them. Like, how did Houston win? Las Vegas played so much better. Yeah, but they're not as good. Like, just talent-wise, Houston's the better team. It's the holiday season, and it's awfully chilly. Everywhere else not here, or in Florida. But it is 38 degrees in Baltimore, which actually isn't that bad. I'm pretty surprised that it's that warm in Maryland. I thought it would be colder. This one will be returnable for New England. And it is not a great return. Take them down to the 27. The Walmart Skycam showing us Tyler Linderbaum today and his blocking on these runs. As you see him just wallop someone there. Then over here, why don't I do it again? Boom. Just gets a really helpful block on the touchdown. And then right here, last but not least, just standing there. He's just a big guy. Really helps open up the run game. Drake May, under pressure. He's going to get it off to Henry? To Hunter Henry for a gain of 5. Earlier today, Austin Hooper caught a pass, and I was like, I totally thought this guy retired. He played for Atlanta like 7 years ago. Like, I thought you were gone. That he's just that meme of my death was greatly exaggerated. He caught a big pass. I was like, who's that? I'm like, Austin Hooper? 2nd and 4. Play action. Mays to throw. Under pressure. Throws underneath. He's got Henry again. Is going to get the first down. Not much more. 5 yards. 1st and 10. As New England's not rushing, but they're not exactly taking it slowly either. Nope. What? That doesn't make any sense. 1st and 10. May's going to throw. It's a quick slant over to Kyle Williams, who's going to get 8 yards. 2nd and 10. Yeah, this really doesn't make any sense. Okay. That's fine. I don't know why the presets aren't working. Whatever. Needs to be higher. All right, here we go. 2nd and 2 for New England. From their own 46-yard line, May's going to drop back to pass here, and he's going to hit Mac Hollins on a quick out route there. It's going to be a gain of about 5 or 6 and a first down. 1st and 10 for New England. Mike Vrabel has done a phenomenal job in his first year as the New England Patriots head coach. Opponent win percentage is .374, which is the lowest since 1999, which was the Rams. So basically, what you're saying is the Patriots have had a historically easy schedule. And this is not an easy team. Drake May steps up under pressure, and he's going to slide. He got 2 yards, and then he slid. 2nd and 8. 10 minutes to play here in Maryland. 24-13. Baltimore leads, but New England is trying to cut the deficit. Josh McDaniels, the play caller for New England, former Las Vegas Raiders head coach. Second and 8. May, plenty of time. He's going to throw underneath to Stephon Diggs, who's going to get the first down on a gain of 11. As you see here, the linebackers drop back Hamilton and Smith into coverage, and just a nice move by Diggs on Roquan Smith. That is a mismatch there. Linebacker on speedy wide receiver, take that any day. And May was just patient enough to let it open up. May's had a good game. So has Stephon Diggs. It's just not converting into points. May goes way deep. Oh, he caught it. Touchdown, Kyle Williams. Are you kidding me? Touchdown, Patriots. Wow. And the Patriots are going for 2. What a throw. And it just lands right in the hands of Kyle Williams. No doubt about it. That's a touchdown. Oh my goodness. Kyle Williams. He's got a nice opening move. He's just got a step on Humphrey. And May just drops it right in the breadbasket for Kyle Williams. A little bit of river dancing at the end there. 2-point conversion attempt here for New England to make it a 3-point game. Play clock was winding down. May snapped it. He's under pressure. He's going to step up. Roll to his right, and he's got it to Ramondre Stevenson. And that'll be good 2-point conversion, but there was a flag. And I'm guessing it's going to be coming back for a holding penalty. I'm actually getting cold, which is pretty remarkable. Oh, it's defensive holding. It's declined, and the 2-point conversion's good. Oh, wait. I didn't see it. But Drake May with a bit of shovel magic there. And a dime to Kyle Williams. And the New England Patriots are within a field goal's throw of the Baltimore Ravens. Did not see that coming. That was quite the throw by Drake May. I got really cold. Just gonna sit here for a minute. Don't worry about it. I'll be right there. All right, I'm coming. I was sitting for long enough. Should bring this jacket every time. It is so cold in here. It's not cold outside, but it's cold in here. That was a great throw by Drake May. 24-21. 9 minutes left as well, so they have plenty of time. I mean, Baltimore could score again, and they'd have enough time. They've held their timeouts well so far. Not so much in the first half. Red Sox got Wilson Contreras. Okay. The Bears have now clinched a playoff spot, by the way. How about the Chi-Town Bears? I just sat down again. Gotta leave myself more time. Next Sunday, the Chicago Bears take on the San Francisco 49ers in a battle of NFC heavyweights. Never thought we'd see the day. That's next Sunday. We could definitely do that game. Better than Thursday's Chiefs-Broncos game. I don't know. It's actually something to check. And this one will be kicked off and returned for the first time. And it's not a bad return. Get them to the 31 and a bit of a rugby scrum. It's just going to be 31-yard line. Here's the AFC wild card. Here's the AFC playoff picture. Broncos have clinched the playoffs. The Patriots can clinch with a win today. Jaguars, Steelers, Chargers, Bills, Texans. All those teams but the Steelers could clinch tomorrow with a Colts loss to San Francisco. Like, if Indianapolis loses tomorrow, half the NFL makes the playoffs. First and 10 for Baltimore. Huntley to throw, and it's swatted down. Christian Gonzalez makes a great play on the ball. And Mike Vrabel is hyped up on the sideline. He loved that one. Look at how quickly Christian Gonzalez closes this gap and just cleanly swats the ball down. He didn't get there at all early. That was just beautiful cornerbacking there by Christian Gonzalez. 2nd and 10 for Baltimore. It's to Keaton Mitchell. Mitchell spins away, going to get 4 yards. 3rd and 6. Got a mid-afternoon Saturday game. Probably not there. I think the options are Ravens, Packers, or Bears, 49ers next week. Probably doing Bears, 49ers then. Because who knows? Ravens, Packers might be terrible. By the time we get there, it's two meh teams, really. I don't think the scoring would be amazing. Tyler Huntley against whoever the Packers' third quarterback is. Huntley took a shot, but he delivers it to DeAndre Hopkins for a first down. Gain of 12. Tyler Huntley got drilled, but he completes it anyway. And DeAndre Hopkins has owned the sidelines today. It's his 4th or 5th catch just on the sideline. Yeah, 4th. 4 receptions, 41 yards. He's been incredibly open on the sidelines. Corner blitzer, handed to Mitchell, who's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing more. It's probably best case scenario there. 2nd down. Injury update for New England. Tonga is out with a foot injury. So the Patriots are a little worse for wear on both sides of the ball. But they at least have Drake May. While Baltimore is also now missing guard Andrew Voorhees, who's questionable to return with a foot injury as well. Huntley, under pressure, rolls to his left. He's going to take off himself. And he's going to slide forward for a gain of 3. It'll be 3rd in a little bit. This is the Christmas episode, by the way, Christmas commentary. So Merry Christmas. 3rd and 7 now for Baltimore. Derek Henry, is that Henry? No, I think that's Rasheen Ali is the running back right now for Baltimore. Mark Andrews is in motion at the top of your screen. Patriots bring the house. It's a quick throw low for Andrews. It's caught, but it's only going for 4 of 7. So it'll be 4th and 3. And if I'm Baltimore, I'm punting here. This is risky if Harbaugh opts to leave his offense on the field. And this is a peculiar decision. If you're Mike Vrabel, they should punt this. Yeah. If you're Mike Vrabel, you keep your defense disciplined here. Just don't jump. Just don't jump, really. They're in man. Oh, did they get him? And there's a lot of confusion here. Who did they get? Who got who when? I think it's a false start. I don't think he ever crossed the line. Yeah. He never jumped across the line. Rookie mistake, really. So, the Baltimore Ravens will be punting now. Yeah, it was Andrews. He thought he got him, but he just kind of shuffled his feet. But he wasn't on the line, so it's a false start. And now the Ravens will certainly be punting. Fourth and 9. Jordan Stout to punt it away. And it's a punt that'll pin him fairly deep. And it is picked up at the 11-yard line. So the Patriots will start their next drive down by 3 at the 11. We got a 3-point game with 5 minutes to play. Could be a tight finish in Baltimore. Oh, I'm sitting down. Oh, it's been a long day. I know it's weird. I hear birds outside. It's late. I'm like, I don't know why there's birds out. I'm still here. All right, here we go. Oh, what's at stake here today? The Patriots can clinch a playoff berth with a win or a tie, and the Ravens will win the AFC North with 3 straight wins, which includes this one against New England, next week against Green Bay on Saturday night, and then the finale against Pittsburgh. A loss here would not be good for them. First and 10. May. They have to go a solid amount of yards, and it's a quick throw to Matt Collins, who gets the first down to the 31.5-yard line. And a great start to this drive for New England. You see, Drake May, he's just so patient. He just waits for a window. I have been really impressed with what I've seen from Drake May today. I haven't watched a lot of Patriots games other than the ones against the Dolphins, but he's just waiting for windows and throwing once he has the window. Dump off underneath. Smart play to Ramondre Stevenson. He's going to get 3 yards. 4:18 to play. Down by 3. Tyler Huntley is the Ravens quarterback. Might be seeing a potential Huntley game-winning drive. Or attempted game-winning drive, depending on how this Patriots drive finishes. 2nd and 6 right now. Drake May, under pressure, throws over the middle. He's got Stephon Diggs for a first down. That's about 10 yards gain. To add to Diggs' already phenomenal day. So you see, May's under a lot of pressure, takes a big shot from Roquan Smith, but delivers it on the money nonetheless. Above all else, he stays on his feet. It was a big hit. Roquan Smith is not a small guy. Stephon Diggs has 8 receptions for 117 yards on the day. May steps up. He throws way deep. Way deep. Oh no. He caught it though. Oh man. Kayshon Boutte. That's gotta be a catch. Are you kidding? Humphrey's dragging him down. He doesn't have it. He hit. That is just. That's frustrating. He had it the whole way down. He's bobbling it a little. He's on the ground. He should have it. And Marlon Humphrey just makes a heads-up play on the ground to keep it out of his hands. Oh, that should have put the Patriots in just great position. What a throw. And Kayshon Boutte he just loses it. Man, that's tough. Second and 10 now for New England. Terry McCauley, rules analyst. Terry McCauley says it was obvious pass interference. I did agree. I thought there was quite a lot of contact before the catch, but they did miss that. So I didn't bring that up. But 3:10 to play here. 2nd and 10 New England. Both New England and Baltimore have all 3 of their timeouts. And there's still a 2-minute warning. May to throw. He's going to throw to the sideline. It's Hunter Henry. Who's going to get 7 or 8. Actually, that's Austin Hooper. He got 7 or 8 yards. 3rd and short. See what Josh McDaniels dials up here for Drake May. And Zachary Orr, likewise, trying to get a stop here would be huge. Force a tough 4th down scenario. There is an excessive amount of space at the bottom of your screen there. Yeah. Oh, what a play. Nate Wiggins. He closed that gap in a second. I knew that's where he was throwing to, but well done by Nate Wiggins breaking that up. Do the Patriots go for this? I was stunned. I thought he had it. But what a job by Nate Wiggins. Almost took it the other way. That is some serious speed at the corner position. I do think Williams was a little far off his route. 4th down conversions. 1 for 2. Here's 4th and 2 for New England. Drake May throws. Oh my goodness! Stephon Diggs is still running to the 30. How did he catch that? What? And Stephon Diggs' home run day continues. I can't believe that wasn't intercepted. As it goes through the hands. I mean, what a throw. Goodness. How did he not? Wow. It's a game of inches, everybody. I don't know how that wasn't intercepted. But Stephon Diggs picks it up for his 138th yards of the night. Happy Merry Christmas semifinals of fantasy. And it's a short throw to Matt Collins, who's going to get 5 yards. Second and 5. Patriots taking their time now that they're in field goal range. Stephon Diggs back on the sideline for this play, but hyping up his squad nonetheless. Patriots are going to hand it off to Stevenson. Ramondre Stevenson, he's got the breakaway touchdown, Patriots, before the 2-minute warning. And New England is going to take the lead. And a great comeback from the Patriots, down by 11 at one time, are now up by 3. This is not great, though, because they have Baltimore essentially has 4 timeouts, assuming they can, effectively get the kickoff in less than 7 seconds. And Andy Borregales' kick is good. 28-24, New England's comeback is complete in less than 10 minutes time. Less than 8 minutes time, I don't know what I'm saying. As you see here, Stevenson, it's just a little handoff. And what a block what a cut, first of all. Just great moves by Stevenson there at the line of scrimmage, being able to get into the open field, and then just power rushing after that. Well done by Ramondre Stevenson, getting in the end zone for New England. He blows a kiss to the camera for Christmas. 28-24, New England. Stephon Diggs, New England Patriots' last win when trailing by 11-plus points in the fourth quarter was in the Super Bowl against the Falcons, the one you can't mention anywhere near the state of Georgia. You know, that one. That Super Bowl. 2:07 to go here in the game, essentially 4 timeouts. But they want to go down here. Yeah, nice and early, but a great tackle. So 2:03. So the Ravens are going to get 1 play, then the 2-minute warning. So I would try and keep this one in the field of play. The Ravens have lost 11 games when leading by 7-plus points in the fourth quarter since 2021, which is the most in a 5-year span in NFL history. Wow. Turns out 4 of those were to the Chiefs and Bills. 1st and 10 for Baltimore. Tyler Huntley leading the way, trying to keep the Ravens' hopes alive, I guess, even though it doesn't really affect them. But it kind of does. Oh, that was just a disaster. There's an injured Patriot. Made the tackle on Keaton Mitchell in the backfield. We'll take a break for the 2-minute warning and an injury timeout. Patriots have a 4-point lead, and the Ravens need a miracle. The minute 57, 3 timeouts. It's back anyway. It's only a 30-second timeout. I feel so old today. Everything hurts. M&T Bank Stadium. I think it's like southwest Baltimore. Second and 15 for the Ravens after that 5-yard loss. That was a waste of their 2-minute warning timeout. Lost 5 yards. So 3 timeouts to go. Minute 57, down by 4 are the Ravens. Will the Patriots defense hold strong? Huntley's going to throw. He's going to throw underneath to Zay Flowers. Flowers makes one man miss. The ball's loose. It's Patriots football. It's a turnover. Zay Flowers hands them the early Christmas gift. A playoff berth. Oh, well, not quite, but I got excited, okay? I got a little excited. It's not over quite yet. Zay Flowers sends it gift wrapped as Flowers just comes on underneath. Only holds on to it for a while. Then just throws low. Flowers is trying to make a move, and Cavaya and Chasson just comes from behind and punches the football out. I can't say his name. Chasson. It's French. Probably. Hope his name's not like Chason. That would be kind of bad for me, because I feel bad. 1st and 10. May. Handoff. Ramondre Stevenson. They're going to get an easy 5 yards. Zay Flowers, his head is hung low on the sideline after that fumble. And Kevin Chasson is getting the full praise of the Patriots bench. And such a good day by Zay Flowers, marred by that fumble there. 2nd and 6 for New England. Patriots only need a first down. And the game is pretty much over. Game's pretty much over as it is. That forced fumble. Wonderful job by Chasson. Another handoff to Stevenson. Stevenson's got the corner, and he's going to get the first down. And did he stay in bounds? Going to say, yeah, clock keeps running. No, they're saying out of bounds. Okay. Mixed messages. 1:35 to go. Oh, that was Baltimore. Yeah, the clock did keep running. Minute 35 to go. Second timeout just called by Baltimore. Look at this. Kevin Chasson comes off. He's on Rosengarten and Falalala, and he just makes his way all the way around. And then he sees the play happening, and he just never gives up. And then the punch out from there. I mean, clean punch out on Zay Flowers to essentially seal the deal for New England. And good game. It was actually a pretty good game, yeah. Both teams played very hard considering the circumstances. New England extremely shorthanded on pretty much everything but quarterback, and Baltimore extremely shorthanded at quarterback. 1st and 10. And May's taking his knee. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching today's live commentary of Sunday Night Football, Ravens and Patriots. Later in the week, there will be a poll coming out between whether or not we're doing the Packers and the Ravens on Saturday night, although it's not super likely. It's probably going to be Sunday Night Football next week as well, between the Chicago Bears and the San Francisco 49ers. There may be a poll, or I may just decide. And that'll be the New Year's celebration. So thank you all for coming out today. If you stayed, appreciate you. If you just dropped in, appreciate you too. And hope you all have a great rest of your week. God bless everyone. 2nd and 14 Game's not quite over, but it's pretty close. You just have to take this all the way down. So New England called their first timeout. Before that kneel. Okay. I didn't actually get the playoff. So yeah, this game's over. It'll be Patriots 28, most likely, unless they get a garbage time score here. So the Patriots will clinch a playoff berth for Christmas. And the Ravens will need a lot of help if they're going to make the postseason. And May tucks it himself. Beautifully designed and slides. Incredible. Drake May on the run option. And he slides inside the 5. And that's it. One more kneel will do it in Baltimore. Mike Vrabel, in his first season as head coach of the New England Patriots, has led them to the playoffs. And now they got to take one more knee in about 7 seconds. Then the game is over, and as soon as the clock hits 0, I'm signing off. I am tired, in case you couldn't tell. And it's over whenever. And that is it. The New England Patriots are getting the playoffs for Christmas. And the Ravens are getting coal in their stocking. So as the clock winds down, Patriots 28, Ravens 24. Great comeback from Drake May in New England. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your weeks, everyone. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Patriots 28, Ravens 24. Final in Baltimore. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye-bye.